The music in this video was performed and recorded by myself. Happy Halloween ninjas, this is Ninjago Theory, and today, to celebrate the occasion, I'm going to be solving 10 different Halloween related Ninjago mysteries, but there is a twist. Just as an extra challenge, I will only have 10 seconds to solve each question or mystery. Let's get started. Question 1. Are there vampires in Ninjago? Let's start the clock. And go. Yes, the vampire tribe. They live in a spooky graveyard, they bite things with oversized canines, they have Transylvanian accents, and lastly, their names are pretty much just vampires. And that's all the time we have for this question. Let's move on to question 2. Question 2. Does Ninjago have a version of Halloween? Let's start the clock. And go. Ninjago has a day called Day of the Departed where they celebrate old people who have died, which is more like Day of the Dead, but since it released on Halloween and it has ghosts and spirits, we can assume it was inspired off of Halloween. And that's our time up. Let's move on to question 3. Question 3. Is there an alternate version of Day of the Departed? Let's start the clock and go. Yes, there is in fact an alternate version called Alternate Day of the Departed. It's a Chinese version made to avoid some insensitivities from the original, and I have it linked down in the description if you want to watch it. Oh, okay, that was quite a close one. Let's move on to question 4. Question 4. What are Skulkin and where do they come from? Alright, let's start the clock and go. Skulkin are fallen warriors who were unable to come to terms with their deaths, came to the underworld and became skeletal. This can also apply to animals such as the spiders that we see down there in the underworld. And that's all the time for that. Actually, a pretty interesting one that I only just found out thanks to Ninjago fandom. But let's move on to question 5. Question 5. Where is Sensei Yang now? Start the clock and go. Well, at the end of Day of the Departed, Yang let Cole go through the lift and stay behind in the Temple of Air Jitsu, unbeknownst to most of the ninja bar Cole, and as far as we know, he's still there now. Okay, just about got in with that one. Let's move on to question 6. Question 6. What are screamers and where did they come from? Alright, let's start the clock and go. Well, if you're familiar with them, you'll know that they helped out the Ghost Warriors in Season 5, but a fun fact is they're not actually anything that died and became a ghost, they're just purely made out of ghost energy. And that's our time up there. I thought that was actually a pretty interesting fact about what they are. They've always just been a little bit peculiar, but yeah, let's move on to question number 7. 7. Is there a timeline where Cole is still a ghost? Starting the clock and go. Yes, there might be, because in his visions in Season 5, he sees no reflection, which of course is when he is a ghost, and because of the time twins are meddling, this could still be possible. Okay, definitely didn't have enough time to fully explain that out. That's hard to do in 10 seconds. I hope I got the main gist of it in. Yeah, I probably didn't explain myself well there with 10 seconds, but that's what happens. Let's move on to question 8. 8. Is the preeminent still alive? Time to start the clock and go. No, it is not. It was killed in Season 5, put in the Departed Realm. You might think in Season 11 that it was resurrected, but no, that was its Departed Realm form, like a ghost coming out. And anyways, it was put back in. Okay, again, nearly didn't get everything in there, but yeah, let's move on to question 9. I think I did okay there. Question 9. Where is Pythor after Day of the Departed? Obviously his last appearance. Alright, starting the clock and go. Well, since he was recently mentioned in Season 11, I think he might be the Venstone buyer and might be making a return in the Season 16. This would also explain why all of the villains of the next wave are snakes. Okay, definitely rehearsed that one quite a lot more than the others, and I was speaking really fast. But yeah, let's move on to the very last question. Question 10, the final question, will there be a Day of the Departed 2? Alright, starting the clock for the very last time, and go. I do not think there'll be a second one because the first one didn't do that well, and there won't be many story elements to play off since the Rift of Return only opens every 3,721 years. And with that, we are done. Let's get on to that conclusion. I also think I answered that question pretty well, if I say so myself. So yeah, I thought this was pretty fun to do. Please tell me down in the comments if you'd like to see me do this for other topics in the future, obviously Ninjago topics. But yeah, have a great Halloween, and don't forget to wish the Buildable Bat a happy birthday because of course he was born about a year ago in a different Halloween video. And also don't forget to leave your own theories down in the comments of any of the 10 theories that I discussed today. But yeah, have a great Halloween everyone.
Hope you enjoyed the video. That's all from me. Have a great. I almost forgot, if you don't like, subscribe and share this with your friends. The Buildable Bat will be very upset.